So I was like, okay. And I left that conversation and like, that's kind of weird. And then when she got released, that threw me the fuck off. Like, I worked my ass off with B-Fab, with shots and rebounds for a year, creating heroes. My mind was at the finish line, right? So, like, and Swerve didn't even join until 2 weeks before we debuted. And the reason we were debuting is because a person who didn't need wrestling to make themselves a star, like everybody else that keeps leaving my name in their mouth, I was already hosting WWE's Most Wanted Treasures. And the show came out and it was a hit, and it's still the most watched thing that they've ever done on A&E. So it came out, it was a hit, and they were like, yo, we need to get this guy on TV. So they were like, yo, Julius gonna be this Swerve to your crew. And at the time, I was like, nigga, if it get me on TV, you can put Donnie Ramen, so I'm gonna make it work. I know I'm the chef, I know I'm gonna make this shit work. Right? So, to me, I was like, yeah, for sure. Let's get TV equity. Like, that matters. I get TV equity. But, like, he had never done no hip-hop anything as a character. I came into WWE with the hero idea. I was already doing it on the Indies.
Welcome everyone to Berkeley and California Memorial Stadium, where they've been filing in since early this morning, ready to support their sturdy Golden Bears. Today a clash between a couple of ACC rivals in a game that could have big-time implications for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the North Carolina Tar Heels taking on a team recharged after a much-needed bye week, the California Golden Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Golden Bears will kick it away to start us off. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Tar Heels offense will get the first swing of the game. And as this star running back comes onto the field, everybody in the stadium knows he's going to get it. The defense knows it. Doing something about it is quite a different thing.
It's hard to stop him. He's hard to handle because he can do it in so many ways. He can run by you. He can run through you. He really has the whole package, and that's why he's a superstar, and that's why they'll feed him early and often.
Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Looking for a productive play on first down. Power football with the run. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. They're setting up the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
There's a lot of different ways this offense can attack you throwing the ball. One of them is getting the running back going, and the screen is a great way to get him lathered up and get the defense starting to think about him a little bit more now.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Gets it out quickly. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
On second down, wants to throw it quickly to the tight end. Tackle is made after the first down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, the quarterback's patient most of the time. That drag route's going to come.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Davis. Makes the catch and knocked down.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a third down conversion. Finds his tight end. They are on the move. As they pick up the first down, they'll spot it at the 28.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he adds the answer to the test right there.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You know, you're in the red zone. You bring out a bunch of tight ends on the field. The defense, they were expecting a run on that one. They were physical, and they were able to force the negative play.
And that's a mistake you don't expect to see from a senior, and he is lucky to get it back. 12th play of the opening drive coming up, but now this marathon faces a 3rd and long. Had it right in his hands in the middle of the field, and it trickled to the ground. It'll be 4th down. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. He got it. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Cal Golden Bears offense will go to work for the first time today. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire, and those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you've got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
The Golden Bears will punt it away on 4th down. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but they've got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take it. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting it.
Good pick up on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of the spot.
After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on second down. Give to the running back. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this fourth down. Try to get it on the ground. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
Yeah, and just stay aggressive if you're on offense, right? You're now into the opponent's territory. It's fourth down. Dial up your best fourth down play. Keep this drive going.
And the Tar Heels are rolling down the field. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
The Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10.
Awesome.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. The run from the shotgun. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Leaves it with the running back. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you can get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. And the Tar Heels moving quickly to the line. They're going to run it.
He said, no.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Give to the big fullback. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UNC!
And you love giving it to the big boy right near the goal line, plowing ahead. You know he's going to put 2 hands on the football, lower his shoulder. 2nd and goal. You don't need 3rd and goal, thanks to the big fella.
And he had the extra point to finish the drive. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops calm and get you the football game.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
And they bring him down, but did you see this freshman rifle that thing in there? He'll come out throwing on first down. Finds a tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get
one stop.
see the routes and see them develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught.
Catch inside the 30 and still running. Touchdown, Golden Bears! And once he got loose, it was all over.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass.
Oh, he dropped it!
He had it right in the middle of the field and just ran before he finished the catch. It'll be 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can hit the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. If they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction. The momentum is real, and they got it.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Grab near the marker. It's Goodwin. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. And the Golden Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down.
Thank you.
The ball is intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching him. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. The give to the back. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Hold it.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line gets set, first down. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. He's right on target. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. He'll try the left side. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. What a turning point this could be. The offense is going for it inside its own 30. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, North Carolina.
The Tar Heels will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looking for a block. It's Goodwin. They'll put that return to a stop with the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Inside a half minute to play. Would they dare go for a score here? He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. A big game there as they did a tremendous job working the middle of the field.
Yeah, and if you're going to complete that throw, Reese, quarterbacks have got to play with anticipation. You've got to get it out of your hands early and give your receiver an opportunity before the defense gets to the ball.
Now 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. Nowhere close on that one.
Jesus, man, y'all got to sack the quarterback.
Trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Caught near the sideline, it's Goodwin.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. They'll knock you down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters today from there in Berkeley. It's been very evenly played through 2 quarters. Both teams have been physical. Both teams have battled there in the trenches. Neither has been perfect, but they're both right there in this game. And it's kind of the calm before the storm. Each side sort of licking their wounds right now, but expect another fight in a phone booth in this second half.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Another one.
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
They'll try to run for it. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
Off the play fake on first down, the throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on second down. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not
That's
only
what I'm talking about.
but on the great return to improve this field position.
That's number 2. That's a good year for a lot of people. What a day. Having 2 interceptions already. I might try my hand on the other guy. This guy is not somebody I want to mess with.
They'll run it on first and goal. Touchdown, North Carolina! And that one will put them up here in the second half. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. If more, should have ran a better route.
Now on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. And the Tar Heels trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Quarterback sneaks ahead. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one.
Thank you. I was going to say, please tackle him.
There in Death Valley, winning this one by double digits, although it felt like it could have been more. Somewhere even Trevor Lawrence is impressed with this one. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Pre-snap motion in the backfield. On second down, looking to throw.
Thank you. I was going to say, come on, man. Please no.
Pass defense. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. These corners backing off a bit. And the missed connection on third down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Still on his feet at the 45.
Should have had my freshman there, man. He probably would have got the touchdown.
He gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Running back searching for a hole.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the line. They got just enough push.
I thought he would have ran into one of them.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. He's going to try to punch one through from 45
we
yards
missed the field
away.
goal.
And he missed it. No good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14.
Something told me to just go for it on 4th and 2.
The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Big play to start this drive, and they're already out at the 48. It's 1st down. These corners going to give them some space. Quick pass on the fly motion. Pass to 40. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the 4th quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. He's looking to throw it. Get it out on the screen. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a 1st down, and much more. Really good execution by this offense. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Able to get a couple on the play. He's down at the 9. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. He's got it. Oh, and he thought he might be able to wiggle his way into the end zone, but they knock him down at the 3. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the
That's
ground.
what I'm talking about.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try to pick up the
That's so trash,
going
man.
right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Late in the game, and the confidence is building if only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but, man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the momentum. If you give me the ball back, I'm going to win. Let's go, defense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. The hand to the running back. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
From the gun, the running back looking for room. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
I think you run that play on 2nd down knowing it's going to make 3rd down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know 3rd down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving.
Thank you, that's first.
Orioles have enough for the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Gain of 1. Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the tailback.
Oh.
At the 45 on its way. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. And they're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Linebackers trying to create some confusion. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a 1-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7.
That's what I'm talking about, freshman.
And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. No big secret what they're trying to do here. They've kept it on the ground. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And they'll bring it to the ground after a short gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. From the gun, give on the inside.
That's what I'm talking about.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call.
All we need
and
is
what
first.
hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this third and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground.
Oh, it would be an injury timeout.
Defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After converting that fourth down with the run, that opens up the playbook here on first down.
That's what I'm talking about.
It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays.
2-0 in the ACC. That's what I'm talking about.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
That's correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job.